Well, I am online, but I'm a little bit late, and I've been trying to make this program work for me. I've got a lot of photographs of Keithy Smart, which I wanted to show to you, because in case you guys out there haven't heard, but Keithy Smart, the drummer with Wizzard, a guy who was on this program a couple of months ago now, has died. I'm not sure if it was yesterday, but it was pretty recently, and I only heard today, and it falls to me on Dave's Song Factory because I knew him so well. Knew him over so many years to tell you guys that sad information. I was speaking to a lady named Kerry Justice today, and she asked me to pass on a message of her own for Keith, and I just want to pass that. This is Kerry Justice, a singer who sings down at the Tower of Song and at other places. But anyway, this is what Kerry has written to me to pass on. I am shocked and saddened by the loss of Keith. He was a regular visitor to the Tower of Song, along with his lovely daughter Kelly. He was an affable man with a ready wit. He took an interest in my own songwriting, which was so very kind of him. He was sociable and funny and very wise. Amen. You might say savvy. You might say that, Kerry. I would say that, yeah, savvy. The kind of man that you're always happy to see when you walk through the door. He will be greatly missed. Amen to that. Condolences to you as his long-time pal, and to Kelly and the family. And I want to echo that to Kelly and Keith's family. How sad we are to hear of your loss. And I first met Keithy when I was with Danny King's Mayfair set. That this is prehistory time. This is sort of back in the dark ages, and he was the drummer with Danny King, and then we went around Europe together. We ended up in Turkey. We went to Germany, and we was in Turkey with a group called Blazes. Would you believe? And we was playing at a US Air Force base in Turkey, and Keithy and me actually shared a room in this hotel. That we stayed at in a town called Adana, Turkey. And anyway, we're talking seriously prehistory. This is a long, long while ago, and subsequent to that, Keith was in the Uglies. He was in the last version of the Uglies. And tonight I've been gathering all these photographs together, but because of this system, I don't know how to show them. I don't know how to bring them up on this screen here, and so I must really apologise for that. I wonder if I can bring them up on this gadget here, actually. So I'll just carry on rabbiting and see if I can get them on this gadget I've got here. You never know, it might work. Let's have a look what we've got here. It might just work. I wonder if that'll work. Well, I don't know if you can see that. That probably won't show up too well, but just there, let me put it in central screen there. Yeah. Okay, that's a picture of Blazes. That's a group, Blazes. Correction, that's a picture of Balls. I knew it began with a B. This is the group called Balls. On this side, hang on, let me just point where are we? Okay, this side of the screen is Trevor Burton, next is Steve Gibbons, next is me, next is Keith Smart, and just there behind Keith is Richard Tandy. So sadly, Richard Tandy and Keithy Smart are no longer with us. That's one of the pictures which I was trying to get all these on the screen. And this one is a more recent picture. This was taken. Let me try and. It's kind of weird doing this back to front, but this was taken at a gig that we did recently, and there I'm on this side of the screen. That's me. Keith is on the other side of the screen. In the middle is Lou Clark Jr. What else we got here? Another picture of from a gig we did recently, and there's Keithy Smart, Lou Clark Jr. and Steve Gibbons with Steve Gibbons, his dog, whose name is Billy, by the way. And that was a gig recently as well. Oh yes, and this is the famous picture of the Uglies, and let me see if I can point them out. Keithy's this one down there on the floor there. That's Keithy there. It's Willie Hammond next to him. Above there is Richard Tandy. Steve Gibbons in the middle, and I'm the other side, just behind Keith there. That's Keithy Smart with the Uglies, with the very last version of the Uglies. Sorry I've got to show you like this now. I wanted to put them on the screen and play some music while it was going on. In fact, the song I was going to play is this one. I'll stick it on there. This is the demo of something, and this was a record, a song that was done by The Move, but the demo, Keithy Smart played. Is there something that you wanted more than anything? Well, isn't that, this is just goes to show that it's live, you know, because would you believe I didn't have the sound turned on for quite a bit of that, but, well, would you believe it? I mean, you were at the receiving end, but yeah, that was my fault. I didn't switch the sound on to this thing because I didn't appreciate what was going on there with the... Right, let me just close all this lot down, Okay. Well, that was something. Sorry about that. You caught the last bit of that, I guess. That's a song, that was the demo of a song, which ended up being a Move B-side. And that was Keithy Smart doing the drumming on that. And we did that record, that tape rather, down at Johnny Haynes' studio back in 1967 or 68 time. And I think probably on that was Carl Wayne obviously was singing it. And I think it was probably Trevor Burton playing the bass and probably me on the guitar somewhere, and it may have been Richard Tandy on piano. I really not sure, to be honest. But is there something that you've wanted more than anything? Something you took for granted. Never stop to think. Suddenly it's there in your eyes. Suddenly you can song called Something that ended up being the B-side for The Move way back in the day. Okay, well, I'm trying to think of what else I can tell you without having any pictures. I've got so many pictures of Keith, but getting them on this machine has just proved a bridge too far for me. So, okay. What I think I'll do is, if it's okay with you, I'm going to play I'll play you a backing track of a song that Keithy Smart's drumming on, and I'll just sing to it, and it's, or I'll try to anyway. Let's see if I can find it. It's on here. Backing tracks, yes. Backing tracks, yes. Yeah. I've Seen the Light, that's it. Song called I've Seen the Light with Keith Smart drumming, Willie Hammond's playing guitar, I'm playing bass, and I wonder who's playing the rhythm guitar then. I think anyway, here we go. Richard Tandy's on piano, and listen, it goes a bit like this. I hope. Doesn't seem to... The truth, I held the proof in the twilight of between. I saw a vision of a gun who brought me down, and then I knew that it was you, and I knew that it was wrong, and I was right. I've seen the light, I've seen the light. The place, the expression on your face, it didn't mean a lot to me. As long as you were there, I didn't really care. I was so in love I couldn't see. When I think about it now, I feel I've seen it all before. But it's more. Classified as lost, dead and buried and forgot. Nothing from the past can lift it from its cast and turn it into something that it's not. And all the memories and words only serve to drill a hole for my soul. Take that whichever way you like. I've seen the light. I've seen the light. Good night. Well, yeah, that's that song was, of course, the Uglies single that the Uglies recorded when the Keithy Smart was with the Uglies. That was the last incarnation of the Uglies, and after that, the group became Balls. You saw that little photograph I stuck up of Balls. That was the group that followed the Uglies, and then that went pear-shaped, the way of the dodo, and not long after that, Richard joined ELO and Keithy joined Roy Wood in Wizzard, and of course he had a lot of success in that group Wizzard with Roy Wood, and of course Richard just with ELO, you all know that story. So, and I eventually got to join ELO quite some time later. In the meantime, I went off and got myself a flying license, and I also had a hit song in Germany, much to my surprise. A song I'd written called Hiroshima became a big hit, and then I got a job with ELO. It was 5 years with them, and then the rest is history, as they say. But anyway, Keith and I kind of lost touch with each other sometime for the last sort of 20 years. But just recently, just this last year, we became quite close pals. He helped me out on quite a few things, and it was really good to kind of meet again after all the dust has settled from all the stuff that went on in the past, which is quite a bit of stuff. And so it was good to hang out with Keith. He came to our gigs. He was at the Tower of Song the last time we played there, and in fact he helped us get that gig, as I recall. Okay, I'm going to try and read some of your notes. Julie Gunn can hear you now. You're sorry, Julie, that's me. Me. I last saw Keith. Somebody's mentioned this. This event rather. I last saw Keith at last week at Greg Masters' funeral. Many of you know from that Greg Masters of the Idol race had his funeral last week. I think I reported that to you. And Keithy was there, and that was the last time that I saw Keith, sadly. Greetings, Puppet. Thanks for playing tribute to Keith. Okay, man in the clinic. Yeah, thanks for that. Yes, Steve, you're right with that, yeah. Okay, thank you, Richard. Thank you for copying that, the tribute to Keith, please, yeah. That's great stuff. Thank you all for that, them kind words. We do wish Keith's daughter Kelly and the rest of the family, our thoughts are with them. Keithy was one of Birmingham's, one of the pillars of the Birmingham rock and roll community. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. I think, you know what I think I'd like to do? Just completely doing something completely different. Just to finish off. Many years ago, I wrote a song. Which at the time I thought was, I thought, well, I'll never do a better one than that. I thought, well, that's it now. I can pack up now and go home, and probably I should have done, but I didn't. I've kept on writing songs. I've written some quite nice ones since then, but this was a real corker that I wrote, but despite the fact that I thought it was a real good song, we couldn't get it to we couldn't record it. We couldn't. It never did come out right. We tried it so many times, and one time we did it with Jim Cleary's group. Richard produced it and everything, and it was okay, but it just didn't quite gel. And then in the late 80s, after we'd correction, before Martin played with ELO, because my friend Martin Smith, as many of you know, joined ELO, played with ELO in the mid 80s. But before that happened, let me just go and turn this thing up, because it's probably turned too quietly. But before that happened, we recorded a whole bunch of my songs. Martin Smith, Richard and myself. Tandy Morgan Smith, as we called ourselves. And the best song that we recorded was this one, Paradise Garden. I've got a backing track for you today. I'm going to hope it works. Let me see if the volume's turned up on this gadget here. Oh, no it isn't, so I'll whack that up there. Here we go, check this out. Well now I'm loosed and go so's I can know how it feels, pulling strokes and making deals, setting spokes inside the wheels of the Utopian Express. And then my lover, she's the mother of my hopes and aspirations. She's the keeper of my morals and my expectations. She's a virgin in forgiveness and a loss in self-destruction, and a master of that moment when you're hanging on a word. And at night I dream of falling from a 30-story as she pushes me and cries out, God have mercy on my soul. Then she flies into the darkness with a makeup man beside her, and I stand helplessly watching as the gulf gets wider, crying, please, take a leave below. I'm enough of my own. Paradise is good, isn't where you would be. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Well, the devil is alive and well and living on Manhattan. He's committed to a scientific course of action, and his legions, they are many, and they answer unto no one, and their promise is as heavy as the fog upon the lake. Hey, 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 hey. But the treadmill is for losers that leave the good Lord find you and say, mind you, now what you doing? Have you spent all that again? Yeah. Are you broken down in spirit as you're feeling sorry? Or are you waiting for the scientists to come up with an answer and to cut away the cancer of your discontented mind? Well, Frankenstein's in town, and I can lead you to where Cinderella dances with the turtle, the boy crying out, save yourself if you can, and your fairy tale land. And when paradise is started, slipping back to sea, listen to me, listen to me.
Just phoning up. Do you want to put the phone next to him?
Well, I don't know. Is it on speakerphone? It's pretty on speakerphone. Steve, are you there? Hello?
I'm here, Dave. I'm just in terrible shock. You got the news there.
Is that the news back, Keith?
Yeah, it's terrible, Steve. Yeah, I think he died. I'm not sure if it was yesterday but I believe it was yesterday. Are you there, Steve?
He was standing at the grave.
Yeah, that's right. Last week. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it. All you can do about it.
Yeah. Steve, at the moment we're on Dave's Song Factory, the broadcast. So I'll have to love you and leave you and speak to you a little bit later, if I may. Okay, I'll put you over to Mandy. Here's Mandy.
I only got the news, then I couldn't find the phone book because of my eyesight. I'm losing stuff all the time. Otherwise, I would have got to you as soon as I heard the news. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, wow, yeah. All right, Steve. Well,
okay.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon, yeah. I'll put you back to Mandy. Mandy, if you'd like to say cheerio to Steve.
Hi, Steve.
I've got a message here to give a tribute from Kerry, which I have already done, but I will again in case it's been missed.
Oh, sorry, it's my fault.
Sorry?
Sorry, it's my fault. I missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it again for you, Mandy. Yeah, this is from Kerry Justice, a singer, a local girl who's a singer who's Keithy Smart. In fact, Keith and I know Kerry through Keith, come to think of it. So, but anyway, Kerry said this: "I'm shocked and saddened by the loss of Keith. He was a regular visitor to the Tower of Song." That's a gig just down the road from here. Along with his lovely daughter Kelly. He was an affable man with a ready wit. He took an interest in my own songwriting career, which was so very kind of him. He was sociable, funny and very wise. You might say savvy. You might say that, Kerry. I would say that. He was savvy. He was plugged in to stuff that musicians often aren't plugged into. You might say savvy. The kind of man you're always happy to see when he walked through the door. He will be greatly missed. I say amen to that. Thank you, Kerry, for that. I think somebody missed that from earlier on, so I've repeated that. If somebody missed that, it's from Kerry Justice, and it's from me too, and I'm sure from everyone in you, Keith. We want to pass on our condolences to to Keith's family, to Kelly and the family. That's Keith Smart, who has died suddenly this week, maybe yesterday, I believe, but I'm not quite sure, but certainly very, very recently. The news is hot, as you heard Steve Gibbons just now. So look, this has been a sad do tonight, but thank you all for hooking up. I'll just quickly check what these notes say along here. Yes, Richard, there are different versions of that song that I just sung. There are several different versions, and that version now, I think the length of it is about 5.5 minutes. There was another version that was about 6.5 minutes, or maybe 7. I don't know, but it was it's quite a long song. It's only got 2 verses, but it kind of goes on a bit. But that was I hope you enjoyed that anyway, you guys. Thanks for hooking up to Dave's Song Factory tonight. Please like or share it and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Richard Kenworthy says tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday. All fees are waived by Bandcamp and all money goes to the artists. Well, I'm a bit late for that, and I'm working tomorrow. I have to go and work for my sins tomorrow, so I won't be able to take advantage of that. But Richard, let me know next time that comes up. Just alert me, and I shall try and put some record out on Bandcamp. I am on Bandcamp, but okay. It's been well, it's not been great. It's been okay though to be with you tonight and to just be part of this scene of Birmingham rock and roll that's lost one of its own. So good night, everybody. Thanks for hooking up to me, and I hope to see you another time. Yeah, many thanks for everyone hooking up to Dave's Song Factory with all its disasters and all the stuff that goes wrong. But I'm so gratified that you hang in there, you keep on coming, and thank you. See you later.